If there's a breach, God forbid, stay off the main street. Last place you want to be. Trust me on that one.
Oh, ominous foreshadowing. Ah. Hey everybody, and welcome to another movie night. I'm Jackie. And today we are watching The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 2, Through the Valley. That makes me nervous, for many reasons. Because one, that could just be a very literal, we are physically going through a valley. Something tells me that's not the case, because through the valley of the shadow of death. And also it makes me think of Forward the Light Brigade into the Valley of Death Road the 300, following their leader into certain death, and that makes me nervous. Considering everything we know about this show, Death Valley sounds like something that would happen. So, I am prepared, as you guys have told me I need to be. Thank you to everyone for not giving me any spoilers, but considering this is based on a game, you all pretty much know what's coming and have informed me. I will need these. So, without further ado, we are ourselves going to venture into the Valley of Death. Because I think that's what's about to happen. But before we do, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this series, on this franchise, on the game. Of course, without spoilers, but your thoughts on the translation to the show. I love reading your guys' thoughts. Redder is better, so hit what was a big red subscribe button when I started this bit that I now refuse to get rid of. Links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below, so with all of that out of the way, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Now let's get into the Valley of Death, aka The Last of Us. Oh, so many thoughts running through my head right now. I'm nervous. Always nervous. I figured the first episode of Season 2 wouldn't have too much tragedy, just because, gotta reestablish where we're at, but I think pretty much anything is fair game at this point. Oh, flashback. I'm betting this. Yep. This is Abby finding them. Yep.
He's dead.
Not a flashback. Dream? That's her. That's...
His brains are on the floor.
I say, it had to be someone very, very close to her. Her vendetta is too personal. It feels way too personal for it to just be about a group massacre.
It did not look like that in the dark. Shit.
It's a city, Abs. I thought it would be like a tent colony or something.
The fortress is what it is.
Let's just say we get past the gates, the guards, the patrols.
They also got dogs.
We still don't know where Joel is in there.
It's true. You've got to lure him out.
Where's the spot?
Up the hill, a little outcropping. You'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
That line, you'll know it when you see it. I don't know why that feels so ominous to me.
I heard you had quite the night after I left.
Oh, she kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina.
That is not what he heard.
It didn't mean anything. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. It didn't mean anything. It didn't. I wouldn't do that.
I'm screwing with you, man. I already know. I don't care. Come on, get dressed. Gotta go.
You're the worst.
Like this is what you get for forgetting about your morning patrol.
I'm alert. Last night, Kylie and Max found a pile of dead infected near 7 cabins. Frozen stiff. They didn't think anything of it till 30 live ones broke through from underneath the corpses.
Oh.
They're using their own dead like insulation.
Oh, shit.
Could be 30 more. Could be 1,000 more.
1,000. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't underestimate.
You know what? No offense, man. I'm gonna do my patrol with Joel.
Yes, offense, because that's the one person you've been avoiding like the plague.
Well, we're better now, okay?
Oh.
Because last night
Yeah, I know what happened last night. Can you shut the fuck? My shit with Joel is complicated. I know that. From the outside, it probably looks really bad. He's still Joel, and nothing's ever gonna change that. Ever. So you can all stop talking about us, worrying about us, and thinking about us. All right?
They survived hell together.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go on patrol with him. Like fucking daddy-daughter day.
But you know the drill. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Advice for life.
If you hear bells, stop what you're doing, you follow the plan. Vanessa, what's the plan?
We go to the forest.
To the forest? Do not go to the forest, sweetheart. It's such a bad idea.
This is so fucking ominous.
For the rest of you, if there's a breach, God forbid, stay off the main street. Last place you want to be. Trust me on that one.
Oh, ominous fucking foreshadowing. Ah.
This is bullshit, right? It's just a drill.
Yep, it's a drill.
Uh-huh, totally.
Once we're attacked, and then it's not.
Oh, Bart Bass is back.
So last night I obviously had a few too many.
It happens to everyone. People get drunk and say awful shit they've never thought before.
Ellie.
Pretty sure the phrase is in vino veritas?
I shouldn't have even thought it.
Oh,
Sorry.
good. Well done. Agreed.
I made you two some sandwiches if you're going out there.
Aww. Thanks for that. Still don't support what he said, but we appreciate the apology.
Are we worrying about that?
Nah, it'll just be up in the mountains.
Fucking hope so.
Stop giving me ominous foreshadowing. Because I see a valley. I see a valley. I see dark clouds over a valley. That is, ooh, that's a gorgeous forking shot. Huh! But also, this is just, it's in a valley and it just, terrified. Is that Joel and Dina? I'm betting that's Joel and Dina. Wouldn't that be ironic? Oh my god, this is so Lord of the Rings. God, those white shots are gorgeous. Storm's picking up, it makes me nervous. No! Oh!
Tell her to crank the signal, call all the patrols back.
Yeah, I'm on it.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Am I fucking hallucinating?
Maybe. Do you see a 7-Eleven full of weed?
Yep.
Then no.
That's really funny because this came out on 420.
Eugene, one day he showed it to me. Swore me to
Sounds
secrecy.
about right. That's why he had those big ass buds. Is that a fire? Oh. Oh, fork.
That was a raw deal. Joel having to put him down. What are you gonna do? Couldn't be saved.
Couldn't be saved. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's feeling that guilt. Oh, she's feeling the guilt of I was supposed to be the cure. Couldn't be saved. Oh. Yeah, she's been carrying that for a long time. I called it! It's Joel and Dina! Oh my god. Delivered on a silver platter. Has no idea. Oh. Ah. Holy forking fungus. And those were the 30 they were talking about. Oh my god, they just popped out of the snow like daisies! I know every reactor probably made that joke, but it's holy fucking fungus. I said horrifying, ominous foreshadowing! Huh? Where's the avalanche when you need it? Holy, just keep coming. There's so many of them. Huh? Are they gonna World War Z up over that wall? Or are you gonna get over it? Oh, there's a ladder. Ah! Woo! Oh, Shiza. Quicker! Oh my god! watch it be fucking Joel.
Give me your hand!
It's fucking Joel!
Can you run?
Oh my effing god! Oh my effing... Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god! I wondered if something like this would happen, but it seemed too crazy. Like, there was... Oh my god.
Up here!
Holy forking fungus.
Okay, Joel, if we stay here, we die. If we go out there, we die.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
The lodge. My friends are holed up in a lodge halfway up
Oh.
the mountain. Not far.
Oh my forking god. The man you came to kill just saved your life. Oh my forking god.
Jesse,
What?
check it.
Are you my mummy? Oh shit, they're gonna hear them looking for Joel.
Repeat.
No! They're gonna go out. They're gonna go after him. Someone notice the cordyceps, please. Ah, yep. Ah. Oh, these beautiful sweeping shots. Ah! Motherfucker. Yep, that is your worst nightmare. What did I say? The fucking Valley of Death.
Follow the plan. I'll check the roofs. You take Main Street.
Stay off the main street. Last place you want to be. Trust me on that one.
As I walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Death. What did I say about ominous foreshadowing? Ooh, that sound. It's almost like a screeching in the music. You guys couldn't have dug a moat or something? Like trenches? Might have been helpful. Light them up.
Go! Push!
Oh, nice. Oh, are they trying to get them all as close as possible to light up as many as they can? Yep, yeah. They're trying to rally them all, get them all close, and light them all up at once. That's actually really clever. It does put your wall at risk, though. Light them up! Oh! Oh! I want to see the behind the scenes of this so badly! Is this the same team that did the loot train battle in Game of Thrones? Because holy fuck!
Oh, God.
I have to go back.
We won't make it.
If I don't make it, I don't make it.
We're almost there.
Ah!
The lodge is just up ahead. It's like a minute. We've got blankets, ammo.
And your certain death.
You shut your damn mouth!
Shiza.
Fast!
Ah!
This just got super real.
Oh, shit. Yes, that is the equivalent one. Oh, God, his isolation. Him alone in that shot. Oh, my God.
Stay off the main street.
Okay, this is where you go to die.
That's what they're carrying. Flamethrowers. That's cool. That's cool as fuck. I mean, why don't they have traps in the street? Traps on the ground, trenches, anything. Oh shit, he's gonna light up a building. Oh, no! He saw it looking at his wife. Tommy! Oh, Liana Mormont! There we go! Take down the fucking giant! Just don't die trying, please! Is it gonna die right before it gets to him? The dogs! That's right, that's the dogs. me watch dogs die, please? Please? It's exactly the sort of forked up shit they would do. Here come the hounds! Oh! Oh my god! Different kind of high stakes situation now.
Sorry, I'm Abby. Her name's Dina, and he is Joel.
Jackson, do you copy?
We're not gonna hurt her.
You want to rob us? Fine. Take what you want.
Do we look like raiders to you?
I feel like Joel.
Fireflies?
There are no more fireflies. They're all gone.
Because you killed them.
That's a nice scar you have on your right temple there. You actually are pretty handsome. Congrats on that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give you one chance to tell the truth, Joel. If you do, I'll let her live. Wait, Abby. Shut up! Where was the last place you saw the fireflies?
Salt Lake.
At least you're honest.
I saved your life.
What life?
Oh my fucking god.
Do you know how many you killed that day? Did you count as you went? Or I guess maybe it just didn't matter. 18 soldiers and 1 doctor. You remember that one?
It's her dad.
An unarmed doctor you shot in the head. That was my dad.
Called it! Yep.
Guess you probably already figured. The nurses said you barely even looked at him when you pulled the trigger. But I looked at him. I saw him. I was 19.
Ellie's age.
We don't kill people that can't defend themselves. And right now, that's you. But I am going to kill you. There are just some things everyone agrees are just fucking wrong.
Oh dear. Is she gonna take a tire iron to his knees or something?
Oh, it's funny. I have waited
No,
so...
just shut the fuck up and do it already.
Oh shit.
You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
Oh my god.
Abby. Abby. No!
Joel! 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 Joel, get up! Joel, get up! Fucking get up! Get up. Please, no, please don't, please don't do it, please! Please don't! Please don't! I'm gonna kill you! You're gonna die! You're all gonna fucking die!
sorry, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck did I just watch? Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, I hate fucking being right sometimes. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Ugh! Did they really kill off fucking Joel? I mean, I know there's no such thing as plot armor on HBO in general, but what the actual fuck? As someone who doesn't know the games, did that happen? Am I the only one that's actually kind of pissed right now? Like, all I can think right now is that I'm actually angry. Like, I'm livid right now. Are you fucking kidding me? I have no words. I'm actually fucking angry right now. Like, I'm yeah, of course I'm heartbroken, but I'm fucking angry right now. Wow. I don't really know what to say right now. I have no words. I actually have no words right now. I'm okay. Wow.
One eternity later.
So, the timing kind of sucked. I got sick after watching this episode, but on the bright side, it gave me some time to think about it and process my thoughts and figure out exactly why the only word that came to mind when I thought about how I felt after this episode was annoyed. I got on Discord and chatted with everyone extensively after this episode aired. I have now since chatted with multiple people who played the game, so obviously knew what was coming very carefully. I do not like spoilers. People respect that. Thank you very much. But I've had a little bit of time to process it, and I had very, very mixed feelings after this episode. In my initial thoughts afterward, which were fairly incoherent, most of what I said was that I felt angry. I was angry about it, and I couldn't quite figure out why, because on principle, I'm not actually angry about what happened. As a fan of the series, as someone who loves Joel as a character, and is obviously a massive fan of internet daddy Pedro Pascal, of course, I'm sad to see him go, I'm sad to see that happen, but from a storytelling perspective, I don't hate the concept of killing him off. But I felt so frustrated after that episode, and chatting on Discord, the thing I kept coming back to was, I feel the same way I felt after Game of Thrones Season 8, particularly the Daenerys storyline. That's something I've discussed elsewhere and happy to go into, but it took me a while to figure out exactly why I felt that way, and now I understand. The reason I was frustrated with Dany's ending in Game of Thrones was similar to Joel in that I didn't actually have an issue if that's the direction they wanted to go. Spoilers for the end of Game of Thrones if somehow you don't know. Having Dany go mad is not actually a bad story idea. It's an excellent story idea if it's done well, building her up as such a good person, as the savior, as an incredibly positive character, to have her tragically and through no fault of her own descend into madness and become this tragic hero. Like, that's actually an incredible storyline, and that's something that, if executed properly, would have us all weeping and would have a lasting effect and would be remembered as one of the most incredible character tragedies of all time. Instead, I think I can speak for a lot of us, and I will speak for myself personally, I was fucking annoyed by it. The only thing I felt afterward was frustrated and annoyed because it didn't feel earned. Because that sort of storyline, that sort of massive character death and upheaval in a storyline has to be earned. For her, a descent into madness like that is something that should be done over the course of multiple seasons, not a handful of episodes. And so it didn't have the weight of tragedy that it should have. Instead, we were all just frustrated because it wasn't earned, because it wasn't executed properly. I find that's a lot of how I feel about Joel. And I'm going to try to phrase this as best I can without being too rambly, but been thinking about this quite a lot over the last few days, and particularly after editing my reaction to it and rewatching the episode and actually seeing myself experience it in real time, a lot more started to make sense to me because, firstly, halfway through editing this episode, I actually put a little disclaimer at the beginning. I don't know if I wound up including it in the final cut, but I made a joke that you should not make a drinking game out of everything that I accidentally guessed correctly because this episode is the most foreshadowy episode to ever foreshadow. And at first it was kind of funny, but the longer I went on, the more even I started getting annoyed with it of like, okay, we get it. Like, you said this was going to happen, yada, yada, yada. And the number of things that I kept guessing that happened, I didn't start taking it seriously that Abby might actually kill Joel until pretty late in the episode, because the way they set it up, it just felt so obvious, like actually frustratingly obvious. To sort of walk through it, we see Abby and them at the lodge and they talk about the fact that Jackson is a lot more legit than they thought. They were expecting a tent commune. They didn't realize this was an actual fortress, so they were going to struggle to get to Joel in there, and so I made a joke, of course they're going to have to lure him out. Cut to Abby out for her stroll, and she sees two people on patrol, and again, I jokingly said, haha, I bet it's Joel and Dina. It was Joel and Dina. Then we get this really well-executed horror suspense sequence of Abby being chased by infected, and lo and behold, I called it, Joel saves her life. That at that moment was really interesting to me. I'm like, wow, that can add so much depth to this. This person that she has come here to murder has just saved her life. Is that going to change things? Is that going to add complication? This is the second episode of the season. There are a lot of different ways that could go. And then, of course, he wants to go back, but she's saying, no, let's go to the lodge. We have ammunition. We have blanks. Like, we should go there. And they go there. And I literally made a joke in that moment when she's like, we have ammunition. And I jokingly said to the camera, and you're certain death. I said that as a joke because it just felt too obvious. There was no way. The fact that we literally had in episode 1 her establishing, I'm going to kill him. And then in episode 2, she does. It just... I could see it on my own face the moment I started to realize that that's actually what they were doing. And don't get me wrong, incredibly well performed. I give so much credit to every actor in this. Absolutely incredible. I think Kaitlyn Dever did an incredible job. I think Bella Ramsey was amazing. Pedro Pascal, obviously incredible. But I felt so frustrated by it because it just felt so obvious in the worst possible way. And the fact that a massive character death like this to a character that I love with an actor that we all love, the fact that after the initial tragic shock of it wore off, I found myself just annoyed. This is the kind of thing that I should feel upset about weeks, months, even years later. There are character deaths that to this day, years later, I still feel the weight of, I still get sad about, I still feel because they were done well. And the fact that as soon as the initial shock of it wore off, all I could feel was annoyed. What that speaks to is the quality or lack thereof in the execution. And a huge part of my frustration with that is not just that I personally feel it wasn't executed well. It happened on a show that set the bar so high. I try not to have expectations of things because you just never know. But I have said since season 1, and I stand by it, season 1 is as close to flawless as you can possibly get. It is a masterpiece. It should be taught in schools. Season 1 of The Last of Us is flawless. It's incredible, and it set the bar so high. It set a standard of quality of writing and execution that we expected going into season 2. And the way that this played out, the entire episode even, the foreshadowing bits that annoyed me were Tommy giving this speech of what's our plan if something bad happens. Of course something bad is going to happen. But then him saying, you don't want to be on Main Street. Main Street's where bad things happen. And then we literally have his wife saying, you take Main Street. And then we have a shot of him running by himself up Main Street. It felt so heavy-handed, the entire episode. This episode felt like this episode felt like it was written by someone who just got out of their class learning about foreshadowing, thought it was really cool, and decided to include every single little bit they possibly could. And were like, look, see, I did foreshadowing. See, teacher, I did foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is great. Foreshadowing in suspense is excellent. That's how you build tension. But when it's so heavy-handed like that, it just gets annoying and it gets frustrating. And going back to Joel and Abby and how that happened, on the one hand, the fact that I didn't actually take it seriously until it happened could have been the intent, could have been the point, could have been we're trying to subvert this expectation because you think there's no way. We're going to make it seem so obvious that you're going to think, yeah, there's no way. You're going to do exactly what I did and not take it seriously until it actually becomes serious. And on the one hand, that's effective. But on the other hand, the reason I didn't take it seriously and the reason is because it was just too fucking obvious. And I've thought about this so much. And I've been very, very back and forth with it. And I think I would feel better about that if that was intentional, if the rest of the episode didn't feel quite so heavy-handed as well. Had it just been that bit, I think I would feel differently about it. But the fact that there were so many things in the rest of the episode that just felt really heavy-handed, that adds to my annoyance. But as far as the way that it played out, it was too quick, in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, it was done too quickly to be effective. When you set up a massive storyline like a vendetta, and I'm not saying it wasn't earned. Joel committed a massacre. That was earned. You're never going to hear me say that there shouldn't be consequences for that. But the fact that we literally set up in the first episode that this woman is now on a vendetta, that she now has to find him and she wants her revenge, that's a massively significant plot line. That is a huge story. That is a huge motivator, particularly against a protagonist. And the fact that literally the next episode, in the most telegraphed way possible, that happens. I don't mind a shocking death. I think it can be really effective. But when we look at the ones that are done best, the Ned Starks, the Red Weddings, those are traceable and they're earned. This didn't feel earned. That's where my frustration lies. Personally, I think this episode would have been so much better if we hadn't met Abby before. If we did not have the cold open in episode 1, if we hadn't met her, if we knew nothing about her, again, particularly those of us that have never played the game, if we knew nothing about her and went into this episode and just seemingly met this girl that Joel saves her life and she's wandering around, I wouldn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden have her attack Joel out of the blue and we're feeling the same way he does of like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? And then she explains where she's from and why she's doing it. That would have been shocking as hell. But it would have given so much more weight. The fact that we're watching her and being told they can't get in, and so we're surmising, of course, they have to lure him out, and then we see him, and then it's just, I know I'm rambling at this point, but I was so frustrated by that. It just felt so obvious and so heavy-handed in a way that I would hope this series could be better. Coming from a series that established top-tier, best of the best writing, to do something like that to me just felt like such a letdown. And obviously I haven't seen the rest of the season. There are so many places this can go, and I'm curious to see what they do with the rest of the season and if I feel differently about this by the end. But in the wake of that episode, all I feel is frustrated. All I feel is really frustrated and really annoyed. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. I don't know if this is the same grievance that other people have. From what I understand, this plot point in the games was very, very controversial, understandably. But Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I specifically wanted to say about this. But yeah, my frustration is just, particularly not having seen the rest of the season, this didn't feel up to par with what I would expect from this show. And I now know, having talked to other people, that when it was announced they were going to be splitting the second game into multiple seasons, a lot of people assumed that this would be a season finale, and that would have been great. That could have been earned. Again, I'm not opposed to what happened. I'm frustrated by the way it was executed. It just didn't feel earned. It didn't feel up to the level of writing and up to the level of execution that this show has proven that it's capable of. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this, in the sense that I'm hoping there is something in the rest of this season, and the quality of the rest of this season, the direction that it goes, justifies the way that this was done, justifies episode 2, justifies this execution. But I'm still annoyed. I'm just really, really annoyed and heartbroken because I expected better, and because I don't enjoy feeling like I'm being hit over the head with something and given a piece of writing that does not feel like it was done by the all-star team that did season 1. It just felt disappointing. I was very disappointed. So, curious to see where we go from here, curious to see what we get. But I figured, since I had the opportunity of a little bit of time to actually think about this, I wanted to include these thoughts in the video for this episode rather than at the beginning of the next one, so that for anyone watching and who cares about my actual thoughts about this, I wanted to include them here. And again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope by the end of this season I feel differently, but right now I'm kind of going into the rest of this season fairly ambivalent. I was very excited at the beginning of this, and now I'm just kind of going into this ambivalent. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are more of my processed thoughts on this episode and where my frustration comes from. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. I'm very, very curious, especially since this is now coming out, I think, a couple weeks after the episode actually aired. Life happens. But I'm really curious to hear what both gamers and non-gamers thought about this and your feelings about it. So please do let me know. But on that note, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this episode and this series. You guys know I love reading your comments. Redder is better, so hit what was a big red subscribe button when I started this bit that I now refuse to get rid of. Links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below, so with all of that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you on the next one.